Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to draw Vigilante Deku. First you're going to want to start off by drawing a circle in the center of your page. Now on the left hand side of your circle, make a line going down. Give it a bit of a curve though. Then you're going to want to split your circle right down the middle. Add a little bit more length to the left hand side. Then we're going to start off with the eyeball. Going to make a line angling downward. And then just creating a shape to signify just where the eye is going to be. From there, we can start making the outline of the mask. Don't be afraid to use an eraser. There's nothing wrong with it. Alright, so after that, now all you're going to do is just start making your way back up. Then you're going to staircase until you get connected to the top of the mask. Give it a little bit of a bump out there. Now we're just going to add some more shape to the outline of the mask. From this point, we can start adding some more detail. Now from the center point of the mask, you're going to make a dash down, and then a dash all the way down to where the chin should be. From there, you're going to just start making some light marks, so that way you can signify where all the markings of the mask will be. From just below the point of the nose, you're going to make a dash going outward towards the left. From there, you'll make a dash going up and one going down. From that middle section, fill in, and then you're going to swoop up. We'll start working on the bunny ears. At least that's what I call them. Now remember when making the ears that they're supposed to be burnt. So when it comes to lines, don't make them nice and crisp. Make them short and jagged. Now, when I get to this second bunny ear, I want you guys to be very careful and draw very lightly, because I will eventually end up erasing this entire thing. So either do not draw it, or draw very lightly. Now, as you can see, I'm having a bit of an issue with doing the other bunny ear. But that's okay, because I'm going to start going from the neck and work my way down. This is a trick that I like to use whenever I'm having issues. If I'm having a difficult time visualizing what something is supposed to be, I like to take it from a new angle, start from a new spot. So as you can see, I'm starting from the neck, and then going and doing some simple detail work, like working on this eye. That way I don't overwork my brain and make things too complicated for myself. Sometimes it's nice to just step back and look at it from a different perspective. Now I'm going to outline the shadow of the neck and then start from the bottom of the hair and work my way up. Alright, so now that we've gotten to the top of the hair, we now know where the bottom of our rabbit ear is. Now we can work our way around and get ourselves connected to the top portion of the ear. But just remember, short and jagged lines, because it is supposed to be torn and battered. From this point, all we have left to do now is just finish up the scar. Alright, so now we're going to take a putty eraser and we're just going to run it across the top of our outline. I do want to add that you can do this with a regular white eraser. However, you just need to make sure that you press very lightly. Okay, so from this point, all you're going to do is just darken up the lines you have already created. So that way now we can actually get our nice crisp lines. Okay, so from this point now, all we're going to do is lightly shade. We're going to start off by doing the mask, making sure that you press very lightly. You do not want to press too hard, because if you make it too dark, it could mess up the contrast of the picture. So just make sure you press very lightly. Now from this point, we're going to add some darker tone. Start shading in the actual mouthpiece of the mask, and then adding some shadows to add some depth. You want to make the shadows going along the upper part of the mask, and then you're just going to create a shadow on the left-hand side of the mask. From there, we're going to darken up the bunny ear, making sure we add a bit of a darker shadow for the head, since the ear is behind it. From there, we're going to start darker and go lighter as we go up the mouthpiece. From there, we're going to start working on the other bunny ear, adding some more darkness to show that the ear is burnt. Darken up our lines a little bit. Start shading in the scarf some. Adding a little bit more depth to the scarf at the same time. Finally, we're going to go in with our darkest shade and start making the scorched part of the mask and coloring in the hair. We're also going to darken up these two little pieces on the mouthpiece that we have here. From this point, we're just going to darken up some of the lines so that way we can actually tell what is what in this section of our picture, since it is a fairly dark picture. After that, we're going to make some hatchets on the scarf to show it's got some wear and tear. And with that, that's how you draw Vigilante Deku. I hope you guys were able to find this helpful. This is my first time ever doing a tutorial, so it was a bit different for me. If you could hit that like button and comment who you think we should do next, I would really appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. See you later.